They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Eastern Michigan's offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in this stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Motion from the wideout. Just going to keep it after the snap. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On the move. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off play action on first down. He wants it all. pressure, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll heave it deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation.
Bringing it back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
The first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The throw, complete to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
First down for the offense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense showing blitz here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry. Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has,
and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a shot. Got his man all by himself. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Eagles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He might want another play. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's going to fire deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back on the move. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll run play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Michigan! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll pull it down and run. The ball squirts free. And he was able to get back on top of it. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking downfield very late in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On third down, he drops to throw. Rush is on him. Right on target this time. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And wait just a second. The official is going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home, and this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Four wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice move there. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Wolverines are on the move. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. A strike downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so... If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pressure coming. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Dances away. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Rides the back and leaves it. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Going to sling it on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.